Today in the news, UC Berkeley holds thousands of Indigenous remains despite requests for return from Native communities. A Safeway in San Francisco blasted classical music in their parking lot 24/7 to deter homeless people from their property. And a woman in Massachusetts sues crisis pregnancy center after failed healthy pregnancy diagnosis led to a ruptured pregnancy and removal of a fallopian tube. My name is Ariana Jasmine, and this is your Progressive News Update. The UC Berkeley administration reports that they hold the remains of more than 9,000 Indigenous individuals, even though researcher Tony Platt believes the number is closer to 20,000. Reports show that the remains have been, quote, jumbled together indistinguishably in boxes throughout the UC Berkeley campus, storage, classrooms, and even closets. The Native American Grave Protections and Repatriation Act, otherwise known as NAGPRA, which was passed in 1990, requires institutions that are awarded federal funding to return all remains and items to federally recognized tribes. But despite this law, institutional resistance, universities seeking out loopholes, stalling, and outright refusal of returning the remains is an ongoing, looming issue. UC Berkeley is not alone. About 2,000 institutions had repatriated none of the remains for more than 14,000 Native Americans in their collections. But although UC Berkeley prides themselves on being a progressive institution, they are estimated to possess one of the highest amounts of unrepatriated remains. UC Berkeley has made about 2,600 individual sets of remains eligible for tribes to claim. The majority of the remains are entombed somewhere on campus. UC Berkeley did not respond to Truth Out for comment. A Safeway in San Francisco's Japantown was blasting classical music 24/7 to deter homeless people, leaving residents angry. Using this device from Live View Technologies, residents say that the noise was disturbing, super loud, and even torturous. The practice is not new. This deterrent has been a tactic used since the mid-1980s and made up from a group of psychologists. Now, it is globally used as a deterrent for loiterers and homeless people. The idea is that classical music is too boring for teenagers to party to, but too torturous enough to repel unwanted people from the area. Since the report, Safeway has stopped playing classical music in the parking lot. But as homelessness continues to rise in America due to the unaffordable rent cost and cost of living, institutions may resort to these kinds of inhumane practices. A woman sues a crisis pregnancy center after the institution failed to diagnose her ectopic pregnancy during an ultrasound appointment, which led to her rupture and the removal of a fallopian tube. Jane Doe filed a class action lawsuit on Thursday against Clearway Clinic in Worcester, Massachusetts, for deceptive practices. The suit claims that Clearway Clinic did not follow standard medical care and that they also engage in deceptive practices to lure in people and dissuade them from getting abortions. Doe found Clearway through an online search. A month after the, quote, healthy sonography screening, Doe felt a shooting pain on the side, which led her to the emergency room. She was then diagnosed with a ruptured ectopic pregnancy and internal hemorrhage. The doctors ended up removing one of her fallopian tubes. Crisis pregnancy centers, which front as abortion centers, received millions in state funding, even though many of them do not employ medical professionals to do their ultrasounds. These anti-abortion centers outnumber real abortion clinics in Massachusetts by 3-1. As abortion rights continue to go under attack, more of these anti-abortion fronts are expected to pop up across the nation. My name is Ariana Jasmine, and that is your news update for the day. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you next time.